What's up? This is D-Hop, aka The Weed. I'm here to talk about a far-fetched theory about the Hunter x Hunter world, the truth of the world, and Ging. Now, Ging is a very mysterious individual. We know that he's very intelligent. He knows a lot of information, despite the fact that he never went to school for it or whatever, because he did his own research for his own purposes. We know that Ging has gotten gone throughout his journey for whatever reason, whether that's just he just doing it because that's the way it is, or he's doing it for a purpose. Now, last video I talked about the truth of the world, and I was talking about going on about DNA and when the koala said, and I try to connect those things he said and the deeper meanings that Takashi put in the Chimera ant art, and I try to directly match that up with what's about to happen in the Hunter x Hunter world, and what's the the grand scheme behind everything. Now, the reason why I'm talking about game because when Koala said he was talking to Kite, the Koala said that there's so much that we don't know about the world around us, and I think we should focus on that and find our place within the universe. I think that quote directly also refers to Ging, because you know that Ging he could tell that he wants to know about the world, and he said they had a dream, and I think some people said that this dream is basically the dark continent, but however, everybody thinks that Ging actually went to the dark continent before, and he was the one that caused the calamity, which was the Chimera ants. So I think Ging's dream is not to get to the dark continent, but it's something within the dark continent that will lead to his ultimate dream, which is to find the truth of the world. Now, what does that have to do with Gon? I don't know, but we know that Gon is a very talented individual. And Ging, he doesn't do things for no reason. He has a reason for everything he does. He plans shit out ahead of time. So, Gon has been putting through all these basically training sessions, being guided by Ging to like this, almost like Gon's like a player in a video game, and Ging's, the walkthrough, whatever, or the guide, and he's putting Gon through these situations, causing him to grow and stronger. But why? Why is he doing this? Could it be just for fun? Or could it be some alternative purposes? Or maybe that's the father-son relationship? Or maybe that's something to do with King's dream, finding out the truth of the world, the knowledge, whatever. That and God has something to do with it. And I mentioned in our last video, the far-fetched theory video about Hunter x Hunter and the truth of the world and the Nin origins, about how Gon could possibly have been born or from the Dark Continent, or had some type of lineage from the Dark Continent. And something about Gon that Ging knows, and the reason why he's putting him through all this stuff is he's preparing Gon for something that's going to happen in the future. And Ging, he said to Pearson that I have my own way to get to the Dark Continent, but I'm gonna make sure I'm in this game to make sure make sure shit doesn't go down. But everybody has their own reasons, and I think Ging's reasons is above everybody else's. I think Ging is like the one who's controlling who has control within the Hunter Hunter world, or the Hunter Hunter known world. I think Ging knows a lot more than everyone else. And you know that Ging, he's a very, like I said, intellectual individual, and he's very mysterious. He never really reveals that much about himself. And the koala said, what koala was talking about was how DNA, it contains a lot of information, and we don't know that much about it. And we know that life forms do the things they do because that's what DNA programmed them to do. And I think that Ging, within his DNA, the reason why he's doing things he do because that's encoded in his DNA to go out to the Dark Continent and find out the truth. That's very far fetched, but this is only part one. But the thing I'm trying to get to is that I think Ging's somehow, maybe, I think somehow he knows this. He knows something about the truth of life, and he's trying to, fulfill a purpose or fulfill something, and at the same time getting something out of it for his own benefit. And when you get to when the Dark Continent expedition goes into play, I don't think that Gon's gonna be a part of it, but a lot of things are gonna happen, and the games of course gonna be ahead of it all. And also we have Parison, but he's on some other stuff. But I'm not sure. But he might have some other alternative plans. But I don't think Parison's on the level as Ging. I don't think he is. And Ging has so much like connections to many things, like the Chimera Ants, Gon, freaking the the the, the Dark Continent. So everything is really, they're not really centered around Gon, but more so Ging, because I heard from someone that Gon, he's not really like the main character. Because someone online said that Gon's not really the main character, and he's more like a sub character. So if he's Gon's not really the true main character, who is? I think Ging's the true main character, and he has something to do with. He's gonna have something to do with. He's gonna be a big part. He's gonna play a big part in when the truth of the Dark Continent is revealed. He has something to do with it. So that's part one of my far-fetched theory, the truth of the world and Ging. And have any thoughts about it, comment, like this video, and subscribe to me. And peace so out.